Hello and welcome to my channel. Well, what I wanted to cover here are some unusual designs that Rough Ryder comes out with that you don't see a lot of other companies either making or supplying, and are pretty much, you only see them with a Rough Ryder. And I'll just go over some of the ones. For example, this guy's like a TL29. But he's got a wrench on the end of it. You don't see that very often. I don't remember seeing it on any other knife maker, but it's basically, a work knife that adds the advantage of an adjustable end wrench. Now, it's not really huge, it's not designed for maybe 1.5 centimeters or maybe 3/4 of an inch, a little over 1/2 inch opening. It's good enough for small work, small things and stuff like that, and comes in handy. So that's one of them. Another one is a gunboat canoe. All right, so this is kind of in between a sunfish and a canoe, but it's a really nice size. Your whole hand, my whole hand can fit right in there on either side, and we've got a nice big spear point blade and, a little stubby blade on the other end. It's got all this nice file work and stuff on it. Pretty unusual. You don't see a lot of gunboats, running around. Here's another one. This is that pliers type of thing. Now this, I looked in Levine's guide, and it looks like it's a revision of a radio man's knife. I mean, tool type of thing, I find that one, whoops, this was kind of hard to get into. I clipped my fingernails, so I don't have much fingernails. But it's different. It's just a different design that you don't get to see very often. Also, a sow belly trapper. You see a lot of trappers and everything, but you rarely run into a sow belly. And the advantage of a sow belly is ergonomics. I mean, it just, instead of having this handle go straight back and jab into you, it curls away. Still gives you a grip. And you've got, a nice skinning blade on it too. Well, I think that's pretty cool. Of course, the carnivore jack. It takes basically a muskrat pattern where you would have two identical blades, and instead of making them identical, you get a serrated blade. This makes a great steak knife. That's just something that you don't normally see. That's iodine on my finger there. And then a trapper. Normally you think, man, trapper, dime a dozen. I've always seen a trapper. How many Wharncliffe trappers have you seen? So what I like about them is they're willing to take a chance on a traditional knife, change it up a little bit, but still keep it traditional. They didn't go crazy. It still looks like a trapper till you pull it out, and then it's a Wharncliffe trapper. It's one of my favorite knives right now, I mean, it's really nice. Carbon steel. It's going to take a patina after, use and everything. And you've got, the Wharncliffe for straight stuff, and then you've got a spay blade for any kind of like possible skinny you want to do. Of course, the little cub. It's a nice little, basically 3-finger knife. Comes in real handy, like a little box cutter or cutting yourself, like I did. Don't underestimate little knives. And of course, this little neck knife. I still am annoyed about how a chain feels on my neck and how this will move around on you. But as far as convenience, when you've got this thing hanging from your neck, just pink, got yourself a nice little inch or so blade to do some cutting. You don't have to worry about it folding on you because it's all one piece. And as far as like neck jewelry, this hanging down from your neck looks like some kind of little pendant or something, you know? So it's not too frightening. And then, of course, the cotton sampler. You know, this is a small cotton sampler, but this comes in real handy if you want to carve out something like a wooden spoon, or you want to get into some area where the neck is small, but the inside is wider, like cleaning out the inside of a jar or something like that. Comes in pretty handy. So that's just a few of the Rough Riders that, you know, you don't see in other places, and I find comes in handy. So I like that. That's all I've got for you right now. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.